make fun of you. And
For my senior project, I wanted to do something for Carolyn, who is a teammate and a friend of mine. I think most of you know her, except for, I guess, the exchange students. But she was a teammate and friend of mine who died in a car accident 2 years ago. For those who didn't know her, she was just a really fun person to be around. She was really smart and funny and a great leader. Okay. She played here on the varsity team for 4 years, and she also played Vardar, which is a really competitive and elite program out of Saginaw. She also planned on playing at Northern Michigan University, and she was actually the first female soccer player from our school to get a scholarship to play at D1, D2 school. My idea came to me just because I'm really close with her family, and it was just meaningful and personal to me, and she was my teammate, my friend. The objectives for my project were basically just to leave behind a legacy for Carolyn in her honor, just because she did so many things in our community without even knowing it, kind of. She made a difference in a lot of people's lives, whether she knew it or not. I also wanted to help organize the second annual Memorial Soccer game that we have for her, and also help coach her mom's team, who are called Carolyn's Comets, who Carolyn actually coached a few years ago, so Kip kind of just took over. What's been done already? Last year at the Memorial Game, all the donations were put towards these dugouts that have been built. Carolyn always wanted dugouts at the fields, so we kind of wanted to do that for her. Or she's probably mad that we did it. We also have the Memorial Garden, which is at the fields. You can see the rock right there. It has a plaque with her picture on it and some words about her. If you haven't seen that at all, you should go over and check it out. It's really cool. They also started a scholarship fund, which I was lucky enough to receive this year, for a senior female athlete, I believe in Isabella County, so all the surrounding schools as well. Female athlete who portrayed leadership and all that kind of stuff. And another thing that has been done is this is a flagpole up at Northern Michigan University at their soccer fields, and it has the same plaque as the rock at the fields with Karen's picture on it. So. And then another thing that's new up at Northern, they now have what's called Characteristically Carolyn. And each year, a different player gets to wear number 14, which is her number. But they have to portray the leadership skills and a hard work ethic and improvement and all the characteristics Carolyn has. Right. I researched a couple different things. I kind of researched how to leave a legacy in different ways that you can make an impact. The first is a legacy of excellence, and this is basically just to strive to be your best every day, because if you're striving to be your best, then everybody around you is going to kind of catch on to that, and they're going to work their hardest as well. Legacy of encouragement is basically like, how do you want people to remember you? Do you want them to remember you as somebody who brought you down and was negative all the time, or do you want people to remember you as somebody that they could come to and ask for support and advice? The third is a legacy of purpose, and that was basically to make your life or your goals about something bigger than yourself, whether it be your teammates or your school or your community. And then last, a legacy of love. If you love others, then they're gonna love you back, and they're gonna spread the love. So, second research part that I did was dynamic warm-up versus a static stretching warm-up. We do a dynamic warm-up as a varsity team. Do the guys do it too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it basically is just like a bunch of calisthenics, like lunges and just some sprints, jogs, what are those called? Open the gate, close the gate type things. To get your slow twitch muscles warmed up and your fast twitch muscles warmed up, because soccer is pretty physical. So. It's actually been proven to better prepare athletes for physical activity. I looked up this article among college baseball players. This team did a study, and half the team did like a static stretching warm-up, which would be just like kind of jog a little bit and do some cold stretching, which is good. And then the other half did a dynamic warm-up, and they did it for 3 days in a row for each, and then they did a set of tests afterwards, which included like a couple of sprints, a long jump and a vertical jump. And all of the athletes that did the dynamic warm-up had better test results than those who did the static. Also lowers the risk of injury. I can tell you from experience, stretching cold, you can pull muscles really easily, so it's really good to get like a good warm-up in before you stretch. One of the things I did was help coach Kip's team. I taught them our varsity warm-up. They did some quick feet, and so you can see over on the left side some stretching and things. It was really fun to go and coach them. They caught on really quickly, and it was really fun to see them try new things and then succeed at them, and just see the happiness on their face, and they found out that a certain move worked or whatever. Oh crap! I don't know why that picture's on there. All right. This is the second annual Carolyn Husband Memorial Game that we had on Sunday, and all the donations are going towards building like a shelter pavilion at the fields like they have at Sunnyside and Island Park and stuff like that. There's about 100 people there, 120 people there or so. And the way it worked was kind of complicated, but there's a black team and a purple team, and each of those teams had 2 guys teams and 2 girls teams, so there's 8 teams all together, and each team would play for 10 minutes and then rotate off the field, and we played like a full 80-minute game. And what was cool that we did this year that was different than last year, as you can see in the left picture, we had some of the Mount Pleasant Select Soccer kids be escorted on the field like they do in the Olympics. Oh. And they're really excited about that. We had fun doing that. And then also at the game, we dedicated the dugouts to Carolyn. So that was good. Great. So basically, in summary, I kind of just wanted to leave Carolyn's story for the students and athletes that come after me and us, just to develop them into great people and great leaders, just like she was. And I also wanted to help develop the players that are going to come after me and my teammates, so they can be as successful or more successful than we have. So that's it. Questions?
You had the words put on the dugout. You want to mention that? Matt, can you go back several slides? There's a picture of the dugouts.
There's one. Go to slide 5.
There you go.
There's that one, and then
So
that's on the, like if you're looking at the field, that's the right dugout. It's the visitors, and then it's this one right here. It says home of the Oilers. So
And
that's-
that was something that you did?
Yeah, I helped coach with it. So I helped him design it and stuff.
Any other questions? Thank you, Sarah. I think if Devin and Chris get back here, I'm going to have them go first. I don't know how to hook that up either, so hopefully maybe somebody in here does. But if they would get back in here, Chris brought his truck around so we could see the thing that they made. So we're going to go out there and look at it, and then when we come back in, maybe we can get... They got to get back in here first. I thought they were going to do their presentation and then we were going to go out there and look at it. They're not out there waiting for us, are they?